New York City has always been a place for big dreams and big dreamers, where anything seems possible and where immigrants have the opportunity to start a new life with the hope of striking it rich. That American dream is alive and well in Harlem along 125th Street, where African hair breeders start the day early in the streets and on the subway, competing for clients who want their hair done just right.
I love my hair being braided because it's a protective style. I'm natural, so I don't really like to put chemicals. I don't put weave.
It makes me feel like me, comfortable myself.
I can roll out of bed, my hair's already done. Don't have to worry about my hair being protected. So, the braids really do help last.
My hair is almost important as eating and drinking water.
Many American women pay hundreds of dollars to have their hair braided. So it is a lucrative opportunity for African immigrants, many of whom know the braiding techniques from childhood and who often have trouble finding work as new arrivals who may not speak English.
De façon générale, toutes celles qui arrivent ici.
All women who come here, who don't have legal papers and don't know anyone, regardless if they have a high school diploma or even a PhD, they start braiding hair until they can do something else.
African women come here to America, and that may be one of the only things that they can do here. They may not have gone to school, they don't speak the language, but they can come here and they can make a living doing something that they've been doing all their lives.
In a hair braiding industry dominated by women, there is one man who is making it big in Detroit. Salian Kouyate's family is from both Guinea and Mali. He came to the United States 20 years ago with a passion for hair.
My first love is the braid. When I see a woman with braided hair, a beautiful hairstyle, I fall in love. Like now, I am in love with these braids. They are well twisted, they're beautiful. So when my client goes home today, the love that I feel in my heart will be the same love in the heart of her husband. Braiding is my job, and my life revolves around braids. As soon as I touch someone's hair, I start braiding automatically. While braiding, I think about my problems, the solutions, my future projects.
It all started for Salian in Bamako, where his magic fingers made him the star of the neighborhood at just 12 years old.
He used to make dolls out of corn husks and braid them. He could braid any kind of hairstyle.
He could braid any style. He learned a lot during his childhood. When our hair was not made, he was the one who would braid us.
At the time, there was a popular hairstyle called Kara in Bamako, and everyone wanted Salian to braid their hair with this style. He was willing to do it, and for free.
20 years later, Salian's clients say his fingers are still magic.
When he braids your hair, you can feel the love. He's not just doing your hair, he's making you look more beautiful.
This is the first time I had a man braid my hair. When he said he was going to braid my hair, I said, oh my God, I'm about to have a power drill in my head. But he's more softer than it is when working with the women. Because I done seen some mean women with their mean vice grip on top of my head. I can't even tell that he's in my head compared to the women. Every time he did a braid, I touch the braid that he does, and it actually feels perfect.
In New York City, that perfection and the beauty it reveals can come with a high price tag.
How much you spend every month to get your hair braiding?
90 or like 100. Either 120. Or 100. Oh, I spend $150 to $200 sometimes on the hairstyles that I want.
Oh, these actually got a good price because I knew the person. Between every 6 months, I probably pay an average of $300 to go to the Africans.
It's about $700 a month. So 700 times 12. I spend a lot of money.
You look beautiful.
We see more and more women from various ethnicities that want to braid their hair. White, Spanish, Japanese, Chinese, everyone wants to wear braids.
Before opening her first salon called Soraya's House of Beauty, Hassana Zompaligre had to learn her craft.
I was a shopkeeper in Burkina Faso. I used to buy goods there and sell them to my African sisters here. When I would come in their hair salons, it was always busy, with clients waiting. First, I didn't know how to weave, so they taught me how to finish the ends. At the end of the day, they sometimes gave me $100 to $200 US. I thought there's money to be made here. One day, the owner asked if I could bring her customers. I told her I did not speak English. She told me, just ask them. Hair braiding, miss? So that's what I did. And when a customer was interested, I took her to my boss where they discussed the price. That's how I started in the world of braiding.
Her mother paid like $100, right?
The salon is not only a place to look great. It is also a refuge from the outside world where women share stories and cultures.
The braiding shop is a place where people who come newly from Africa is a place where they can come and get used to the American culture, learn the American culture, and put their feet.
It is one of the few places where Africans and African Americans regularly mix.
The only place where we are able to actually come together as African American and African is the braiding shop. And the only place where, as African, we can actually have the opportunity to educate African American about our culture, about who we are, because many times you find ourselves that people think you people live in the bush.
It's an opportunity for American women to meet African women and be able to learn about them, learn about their culture, where they're from, because otherwise there hadn't been those opportunities.
This job is not just about the money. It's about putting joy in people's heart. It's a positive energy that you can give to someone who is depressed.
Ça m'a aidé à connaître d'autres personnes et d'autres cultures.
It helped me learn about other people and other cultures. Every time I braid, I discover something new.
Do you have those scissors for the $3.99 one?
Yeah. So Ben has been coming here for more than like 15 years actually. He's kind of like family. I don't feel any hesitation. I'm very confident in being able to send my customers over there and they're going to be treated well. He helps me, I help him. Like he tells me, Christine, you got to put this product because you know this works really well. Because sometimes we don't know either.
Braiding is not just about beauty. Some women are turning to the style for health reasons.
So many people, even they go to the doctor tell them stop putting chemicals.
I've always been used to having thick, long hair. And within the last months, I have had cancer. So the braiding, it helps me to keep my hair, to keep maintaining and to keep it growing and just to keep stuff out of it. I can wear it in different styles. It helps me more than harms me, more than any other hairstyle I get. That's about it. When my hair is done, it makes me feel better.
Bonjour les garçons.
Hello boys, wake up. How are you?
Every summer, Salian's children come from Paris to visit their naturalized American father.
Tu veux ça? Oh.
Ça? Peut-être.
Oui. Ah non, ça.
Online, they talk every day to their youngest brother and their mother in Paris.
This is my fourth child, my fourth son. I love braiding my wife's hair because it is fun. She does not really like her hair being pulled. It hurts her. So when I joke with her and pull it gently, we laugh about it. I often tell her, okay, today is Sunday. I'll braid your hair differently today, not like the others. So these moments, the time spent together for 2 or 3 hours, it's like part of our marriage. So hair braiding for me is a way to flirt with my wife. I met my wife when we were very young. She's hard of hearing, but this is what made me want to talk to her. I wanted to understand what she was saying. She lives today in France, and I'm in the United States. But I do not take any decision without consulting her. And God blessed us with 4 boys.
9 in the morning and time for work.
But no, King twist is 160, the short the length. But when you take a 170, it's a long one, like you said, the middle of your back. Okay, 170 hair include.
It's a 24/7 business. That's how it is in America.
Tell me some celebrities in America. We in France, we have Griezmann.
We have Pogba. We have Michael Jordan.
Salian spends part of the year in France where his wife is waiting to complete her U.S. immigration process. While they are waiting, he introduces his children to the American way of life. Braiding increasing popularity among celebrities in sports, music, and film offers greater opportunities for braiders such as Salian, who includes among his clients the Guinean musician Oumou Djoubate.
At the time, I was organizing baptisms, weddings and concerts, and Salian used to braid my hair and other women's hair. He did that up until he opened his own hair braiding salon in the United States.
In Africa, braids represent social rank or the celebration of important cultural events. But in the United States, braids have more traditionally been associated with revolt against racial injustice and with reaffirmation of African Americans' connection to Africa. That makes them a potent symbol for many Americans. Pamela Farrell was an amateur hair braider in Washington, D.C. in the early 1980s. She remembers well the day when her boss at her day job told her to remove her braids.
He told me that I could not wear my braided hairstyle there. It was not appropriate for his clientele. I cried because I knew it was wrong. I knew my hairstyle was beautiful. And I decided that I was going to braid so many heads that this would never happen to anyone else again. Then I decided, okay, I'm going to open a business. And when I opened the business, I got a phone call from DC government telling me I had to shut down my business because I didn't have a cosmetology license. I opened a salon for social justice. I was fighting to make sure that African American women could go to their jobs wearing their hair braided, twisted, locked, or natural. And then that was the first fight. And then the second fight was that they could open up salons. Because around the country, you know, they made it illegal to braid hair without a cosmetology license.
Today, Pamela continues the fight to protect hair braiders. Her book, Where Beauty Touches Me, celebrates the diversity of braiding and its affirmation of the African aesthetic. This manual for families wishing to embrace the hairstyles of contemporary African beauty is so central to the contemporary identity that it is now sold at the Smithsonian's National Museum of African American History and Culture. The Despite those advancements, there are still challenges to being a professional hair braider in the United States. In New York, for example, braiding without a license is punishable by a $2,500 fine.
It's not easy for us. The government is asking us for licenses. Many women hide because they do not have the license.
In Maryland, local hair braiders banded together to block their state from enacting similar licensing laws. Julie Wakaria is a founding member of the Maryland Hair Braiders Association.
It started 3 years ago, where the African American salon owners decided to go to the Maryland House of Delegates and have them pass a law that will make the braider go to school for 1,500 hours, which didn't make any sense to anybody.
They moved quickly to lobby state lawmakers at Maryland's House of Delegates.
The law was going to be passed on a Friday. We had it on Wednesday. We woke up. We decided we walk around and mobilize with phone call everywhere to every braiding shop we could get and try to mobilize people to go to the House of Delegates. We presented our case to the delegate. At the end, they were like, oh, we don't know what is that. What is braiding? We don't know what is it. Because, I mean, they really didn't have no idea. So they couldn't pass the law.
We decided not to do the bill because it would have foreclosed a lot of economic opportunity for immigrants. We were trying to regulate something that we really didn't understand, the cultural, the techniques, the safety procedures that are put in that really make this type of regulation unnecessary. Now you have lawmakers that are more well-informed, and frankly, as long as I'm in office, I'm going to fight any sort of attempt to regulate that industry based on the conversations that I had at that town hall, which was tremendously enlightening and invigorating, frankly.
Julie Wakaria says hair braiders themselves have health challenges, including long hours standing with their heads constantly bowed down and the repetitive movement of their fingers.
Many braiders have problem with the neck.
This is messing up our heads. Everybody is getting capitulated.
Je peux faire 12 heures.
I can work 12 hours a day. During these 12 hours, I stand on my feet almost half the time. And that depends on the style of the braid. But in general, I'm standing. And that has a toll on my back and my chest, those muscles there.
Like many jobs with long hours, there is also the challenge of balancing family life.
Tu peux rester là du matin jusqu'à 16 heures.
I come to work in the morning and leave at 4 p.m. Let's say a client comes in at 4 p.m. and wants a $120 hairstyle, and I've been here all day without a single client. I rent a chair in the salon and owe rent to the owner, so I stay and take the client. Even the owner has to pay her girls per week, take care of her rent, cable, and other bills. So yes, you take the client. And if you take a client at 4 p.m. for a 4 or 5 hour session, what time will you finish? What time will you be home in order to cook and take care of the kids?
There's never enough time for my personal life. I'm always here. I'm always tired. It's not easy. I cannot even travel because of business, even though I have an assistant. I'm always here. I can't leave the business, so that's that.
Being a hair braider presents unique challenges for men, where many African cultures judge it to be effeminate or religiously objectionable. Salion's family remembers the mockery he endured.
It was under this tree that he used to braid our hair and ignore the people who would call him man-woman. But Salian never got upset or angry. He would tell them, I would rather be a woman than a thief or a drug addict. This will allow me to get married and build a house.
Here in Mali, it was frowned upon for a man to do braids. And in our religion, it was considered a sin. I argued a lot with him. I even beat him one day because of that.
At first, I was told that it was a curse for a boy to braid hair. which made me have some doubts. Does my religion accept this profession? I kept questioning myself, even when I was learning how to braid and starting my own business.
In Islam, women should not expose their bodies to strangers. Having a Muslim man braid a woman's hair is a delicate issue because he's a stranger touching her hair. But there are no texts in the Quran that forbids or authorizes men to do that. There are none. It does not exist in the Quran. If the individual respects himself, is the breadwinner in his family and does that job while being professional, I would say yes. Yes, he can.
Is that the same color as that?
Yeah.
You sure?
I think this is better. For me,
a good customer is a woman who knows what she wants, who is not difficult to braid. And when I suggest some changes, she reacts positively.
It's something pulling right here, right here. What's this? Hot dang it!
What does it hurt?
Yeah, you bet it does. But that's the pain you gotta take with the beauty. And it's my first time getting cheeky twist. Okay, what's this in the back of my head? What's that? What's that? What's that? Oh. Oh. Oh, God. I'm gonna need a big aspirin after this. It's looking beautiful, it's painful, and expensive.
And why do you still do it?
Because I like to look beautiful, and I'm priceless. Who? Jesus, who on this head right here? Who on here? Who right here? Who right here? Somebody right here on the brain. On the equilibrium. My cubicle vortex is not functioning right now.
I collaborated with African American salon owners and taught them how to braid African style. And they showed me the African American techniques in return. The styles that you would see during slavery, how slaves used to braid. They taught me that, and I incorporated it into the African braiding style. The results have made my salon very successful.
Hello, African hair braiding can help you?
Hair braiding made me thrive. It helped me buy a house here, buy a car, invest in my country, and bring my family and my brothers here.
Papa, la pizza.
C'est fini?
Did you eat it all?
Pizza.
Mon papa.
My dad passed away when I was 5. My mom had to work long hours to raise us. She used to drop us off at our uncles and aunts. We grew up with different families because she couldn't support us financially by herself. It's thanks to braiding that I was able to give back to my mom, give her a good life, a life fit for a queen. To my friends who laughed at me when I was little, I would like to say to them today, your teasing encouraged me to be better. The little boy has become a great hair braider. My only advice to any parent or anyone who sees someone doing something out of the ordinary is to never make fun of them. There are no foolish jobs, there are only foolish people.
Men or women, African hair braiders in the United States are unanimous. Despite economic challenges and restrictions on immigration, they are full of hope and courage, pursuing the American dream, one braid at a time.
Malisa jo bafila be malibasa jo.
Malisa jo bafila be malisa. Malisa jo bafila be malisa. Malisa jo bafila be malisa. Malisa jo bafila be malibasa jo. Nkoche dala kanuke, che lana kanuke, che ni che bala kanuke, bi korote la kaniola. Muso bara kanuke, muso bara kanuke, muso ni muso dala kanuke, bi korote la kaniola. Ali korote kanimena bi mawari korosi kanuna. Korote kanumena bi mawaye korosi la kanuna. Muso di la kanunke, muso da la kanunke, muso niche bara kanunke bi koroye la kaniola.